Yes, my fans, I'm very sorry for not starting up what I said before. Before I excited you about me come out with daily folklores, African cultures, my story. I remember the last story was how I was born, how I went to school was the next episode. I was still on the time of my birth. My interest was to talk about from grass to grace, from grace to pain. Because, as I told you, for those who don't know me, my name is Mwaka Lutukumoy. Lutukumoy means the most successful warrior in Africa, in actually. Well, I'm a victim of torture. I live in pain, but initially I studied the university up to master's level back home. I was able to initiate a charity organization that helped thousands of needy people, paying children from primary to university, becoming Minister for Information in actually Cultural Kingdom. I was a spokesman of the cultural institution in Uganda. Like I told you from the onset, I'm a victim of torture. After university, I graduated to national politics. I became elected national spokesman, DP, Democratic Party in Uganda. What happened was that in 2011, we organized walk to work protests like the Arab Spring. We are protesting against high cost of living brought about by corruption, which is endemic in Uganda and Africa. We talk of France, Europe, but we need to clean our dirty linen in the house. Too much corruption. We have to think of how we can protect the little we have. I said Africa constitutes 35% of the world's natural resources. We are talking of France siphoning, looting, and all those. We are talking of colonialism, of slavery, but we don't have leadership. My story is a story of leadership in Africa. My story is a story that can make our bad good, good better, and better best. As Africans and as Ugandans. Friends, before I divert, in 2011, like I was telling you, we organized walk to work protests, just like the Arab Spring. But it was massively curtailed by the military. You know, we live in a country, and we live in a country of 45 million people, with one president who is turning the country into a family affairs, 37 years, almost 40 years or 4 decades in power. If he finishes his term, that is President Museveni or General Museveni, if he finishes his term in office, I must assure you, he'll be there for 40 years. And he'll be 82. Sad. So in 2011, February, I was fresh from running for election and my votes had issues, were rigged. Then I decided to join the opposition in Uganda, being national spokesman of opposition party DP. I was almost a rapporteur. Unfortunately, they followed me up. I was beaten to near death. I survived by the skin, or survived by the skin of my teeth. Sad. I broke my hand, I broke my back, and I developed neurological disease that affects me to death, a reason I am struggling to speak. But thank God, I am improving, and I'm sure soon I'll get back to my better version. I was an orator, but I can't speak so well. I used to be on TV, national television, for debates, but nowadays I'll go back there. But I think it's important that I tell you my story, because from grass I struggled. I gave you the situation of my birth, where I was born fatherless in a patriarchal society, where fathers took over the role of bosses. When you're born of a woman without a father or out of wedlock, you are a second citizen. Because Africans, no divorce, no, they don't encourage people being born out of wedlock. That's the situation of my birth. And when I was born, I struggled to educate myself, because in Africa, you educate yourself. And I struggled to reach university. And after university, I set up initiatives which help thousands of needy people. Education, vocational, shelter. Those were the things I did, and I'm still doing. Now, I told you my stories, grass to grace, and how we can make Africa better. We should stop, because everybody, every nation, every continent is watching Africa. Because we are the richest, yet the poorest. So my story right now, I'm living in America. Though safe but in pain. I have a tan, I have a headache daily. I'm learning to speak using a speech therapist because of torture I had back home. That's why we call upon real pluralism in the country. We don't need coups. You don't need military takeovers. No. No. We need our own version of democracy, but we can build on what is there. We can go. I saw Dr. Ikana, people like Pierre Lumumba, praising and clapping their hands to West African coup leaders. That is a revolution. Wow! So friends, I'm very sorry that I diverted to dancing, to feeling happy and so on. Not because I don't respect what I said. Sorry, I'm struggling to speak. I'm about to stop. But let me tell you, I did not continue because I'm not very fine. I intend to come to Africa because I realize that Africa's God and God in heaven listen to Africans, listen to us. And that's why I'm come back home to the ground to be healed totally and testify the goodness of the Most High. Friends, bear with me nowadays. I'm still posting music and so on, but with the time I'll continue. The second I'm still in my birth situation, but now I'll go to my growth. We continue from there. Thank you. God bless. Please, we are 1,001. I call upon you. If you have subscribed, thank you. If not, next time better. If not, please consider doing that. Subscribing now. Thank you and God bless. This chat is written better than yesterday. I'm sorry. Better than yesterday. Better than yesterday. Because I believe there's always a tomorrow. Thank you.